There is a saying, when rape is inevitable, lie down and enjoy it. But that's exactly the position into which you are.
Women are being abused, marginalized, and having their rights infringed on all over the world. But there are certain parts of the world that these things are more prone. There are certain parts of the world where abuse and rape of women is more prominent and prone. And you wonder why that is. Well, just look at it. A literal sitting official, a sitting government official is out here laughing about how women are getting raped and telling these women that, oh, since it's inevitable, just lie down and enjoy it. And if you listen closely enough, you will hear that there are other people there in the parliament laughing along with him.
You are.
So you can clearly see that it is no surprise that such a country where women's rape and abuse is literally being laughed about in the parliament, such a country is literally one of the world's capital of rape. Because instead of rape being discouraged and punished by their lawmakers, rape is being laughed about in the parliament.
Excuse me? What did this man just say?
There is a saying, when rape is inevitable, lie down and enjoy it. But that's exactly the position into which you are.
Oh yes, y'all heard that correctly. An elected official really just said that rape is inevitable and a woman should just lie down and take it. This is exactly the type of thinking that excuses abuse. First of all, it ignores consent. Second of all, it ignores women. And thirdly, it protects the wrong people. And these are the elected officials that are making decisions for people. Those people including women. I don't care what country this is happening in. As a rape victim myself, I am disgusted that another human being can even say that and laugh and joke about it on top of it. Nope, nope, nope. We are not normalizing this. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. And these people should be ashamed of themselves, to say the very least.
If a rape survivor all the way across the world from India is affected this much by what this man is saying, what this elected public official is saying, how much more the women in India, how much more the rape victims in India? Women and feminists all across the world really need to show more support to these women in more patriarchal, especially in developing countries, because these women feel hopeless. They feel as if they have no one to turn to. And let's be honest, they don't. They have nowhere to turn to. There is no law protecting them, and even the few laws being put in place to protect these women are not being implemented. These women are literally trapped in systems of oppression that are reinforced by laws and lawmakers in their country.
You know, having 3 daughters, and I tell my daughters, well, if rape is inevitable, you should just lie back and enjoy it.
So the guy who made that joke was a Republican candidate for a Michigan House seat, and he's a QAnon conspiracy theorist. To get an idea of who this guy is, he once said it was Ukraine's fault that Russia invaded, and he ran his entire campaign on trying to decertify President Biden's election win. Now, the Democrat who ran against him decided to take advantage of all of this nonsense and was quoted as saying people are tired of radicalism and conspiracy theories. And she was spot on, because she beat him in a district that Trump won by 20 points in 2020, which was a district that Republicans controlled for 30 years. What should have been a blowout win for Republicans ended up being a hugely embarrassing loss, and potentially a sign of things to come.
The fact that this man would say that to his daughter is just disgusting. It's as if I should just throw up right now. But think about this. This is what he is saying to his daughter. You can only think about how many of these politicians feel the same way and express these views in their inner cycle with their families, but they don't come out to say this in public. That's why I say that if you are in the West and you are a woman and you feel that this can only happen in like the third world countries or in India, Pakistan, all these kind of countries, I pity you. You would be surprised about how much of your politicians and your government officials actually feel the same way. How much of them actually feel that rape is not such a big issue. Think about all the people who got away with the slap on the wrist after raping women. How many of your judges feel that rape is not such a big deal that it should warrant such harsh punishment? Think about it. If this is what they feel like, if this is what is going through their head, how can we trust these people to make laws that will protect women? And also, how can we even trust them, those that are judges who feel this way, to actually punish perpetrators of rape and other acts of violence against women when they feel that it is a joke and it is not a big deal? If you think that this man is just one off and it's just only him that feels this way, check out these videos.
Rape is kind of like the weather. If it's inevitable, relax and enjoy it. Rape victims should make the best of a bad situation. Even when life begins in that horrible situation of rape, that is something that God intended to happen. If it's a legitimate rape, the female body has ways to shut that thing down. In the emergency room, they have what's called rape kits where a woman can get cleaned out. If a woman has the right to an abortion, why shouldn't a man be free to use his superior strength to force himself on a woman? At least the rapist's pursuit of sexual freedom doesn't result in anyone's death.
So if you are a woman in the West and you are thinking that, oh, that's just in India, that's just in these third world countries. No. Politicians in America, in the West, in UK, in Canada, they feel the same way about it. The only difference is that the politicians in the West are more likely to hide their views and to not publicly say what they really feel. But even then, some politicians in the West have still come out to say what they really feel about women and rape, and how they feel that this is not a big deal, and how they feel that rape is not as big a deal as women are trying to make it seem like. Thanks for staying to the end of the video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you found it interesting, and subscribe to the channel to support me. Also, don't forget to check out the videos in the playlist right here. Bye.